The chill wind whispered through the skeletal branches of the ancient oaks, a familiar song to my ears. They call me monster, a fiend, a thing of nightmares. They hurl stones and fire, their fear a palpable wave crashing against my solitary existence. But do they understand? Do they see the heart that beats beneath this ravaged form, a heart aching with a loneliness that transcends the centuries? My name once was Sealers. I was a scholar, a lover of the stars, consumed by the mysteries of the cosmos. My obsession led me down paths others feared to tread, into the forbidden realms of arcane knowledge. I sought not power but understanding, a connection to something greater than myself. My experiments, deemed unholy by the villagers, resulted in an accident, a terrible transformative event that altered my very being. I didn't seek to become this thing. It's happened. They say I devoured my family, that I feast on the flesh of innocence. This is a lie spun from fear and ignorance. The transformation was agonizing, a slow and relentless metamorphosis that ripped my soul from my body. The village, once my home, became my prison. The villagers, once my friends, transformed into a frightened mob. My actions were fueled by the agony of my transformation, the hunger, the insatiable thirst, the overwhelming pain that consumed my every thought. I did not choose this existence. I remember the fear in their eyes, the screams echoing through the night. I remember the desperate, futile attempts to fight the changes occurring within me. The loss of my humanity felt like the slow, agonizing death of a beloved friend. It wasn't a malicious act, the villagers' deaths were a tragic accident, a consequence of my altered state, a state that left me incapable of self-control. The hunger, a constant, gnawing beast inside, compelled me to act in ways I never would have dreamed possible. I have tried to communicate, to reach out, to explain. But how can you reason with those who see only the monster, not the man who was once imprisoned within? I yearn for connection, for understanding, for a single act of compassion in this lonely exile. I long for the touch of another being, not to inflict harm, but to feel the warmth of human contact once again. The villagers whisper that I am the harbinger of doom, the embodiment of evil. But they do not know the depths of my sorrow. The reality is far more tragic. I see their fear. I understand it. My very form is a testament to their justified terror. But beneath this monstrous exterior is a soul desperate for redemption, for a chance to atone for the unintentional consequences of my actions. I wish to find peace, but I am trapped in a cycle of fear and violence, fueled by their hatred and my own unbearable agony. Is there no hope? Can no one see beyond the claws and fangs, beyond the shadow of fear, to the heart that beats beneath? My howls, they call them terrifying. They are in fact cries of pain and desperate loneliness. A lament for a life lost, a yearning for connection, a plea for understanding. Each howl is a silent prayer, a desperate plea to those who cast me out, to be seen, to be understood, to be accepted. But the only answer I receive is fear and more violence, a reflection of the monster they have created. The moon hangs heavy in the sky, a cold and indifferent witness to my unending torment. I wander the desolate moorlands, a shadow among shadows, forever haunted by the memories of what was and the reality of what is. Is there anyone out there who will understand my pain? Is there anyone who will see the man who was Sealers, not merely the monster they now see? Is there hope for redemption, or am I doomed to forever roam these desolate lands, a creature of darkness and despair? I long for an end to this pain, but I fear it will never come. My hunger never sleeps. It is a part of me now, an insatiable beast demanding to be fed. But feeding is not a joy, it is a burden, a torment, a consequence of my grotesque existence. I wish this hunger would cease, that I could feel the warmth of the sun without fear of being consumed by the fires of my own being. I wish for sleep, for rest, for an escape from this endless torment. But even in the fleeting moments of slumber, the nightmares return, a relentless torment of guilt and despair. Perhaps one day I will find forgiveness. Perhaps one day they will see the depth of my pain, my loneliness, my inherent goodness. Perhaps one day my howling heart will find solace. Until that day, I walk this earth, a creature of darkness, a prisoner of my own tragedy. A monster, yes, but a monster born of desperation, not of malice. A monster born of a broken heart. The chilling wind continues its mournful song, a haunting melody that echoes the tragic tale of Silas, the man who became a monster, and the monster who yearns to be human again.